All right, welcome to Wednesday night fights. We have round one between UGCC and Nightmare coming up. UGCC in the red. You want to call that out there, Beaver?
Okay, UGCC coming out with that E4 bat chat, a T57 heavy, 2 E5s and 2 E100s.
Rez, you want to call out Nightmare?
Alright, Nightmare has an E4, that V215B183, 1 bat chat 25 ton, 1 IS7, 2 T57 heavies, and 1 E100.
Excellent. And the map selection you said was UGCC's?
Correct.
Okay. UGCC moving straight across the tracks, getting into position. Cav Rangers detected. Dola's detected. They see each other. Nightmare's got their 2 TDs set up in the roadway here. HM8K took a hit though. Nightmare putting a big push down the 7-8 line. Cav Ranger might find himself in a tough position here. His only escape route is into the line of sight of those TDs. And he's realized that there's 4 tanks pushing in on him. Down goes Cav. And Nightmare continues to move into their next target. UGCC readjusting though, coming back to support the flank. Wits on a 1-shot. Sentient Undies. It's hitting the ammo rack as he goes into a reload. I don't think he has a kit to repair it. That reload looks much... Maybe it's just me, but it feels long right now. As these teams slug each other, Nightmare is slowly pulling ahead. Fish fan gets focus fired. And look out, Pernix. Oh, only a 618 from the 183. Dig and John McClane side scraping here behind all the dead tanks. Dola on a reload, waiting to come in and dump it from behind and into them. The health was about to get pretty even until Dola's about to...
It's still pretty even.
Once Dola's loaded though,
right
he's
there.
gonna swing the battle. Here comes... Dola's got John McClane turning. Ernix is in a tough spot here. He's got a bad chat that's going to get in behind him and a 183 that's going to come face to face. It's like a waltz of the Giants.
Oh, a big miss by Pants right there. I think he actually hit Dola.
He did.
He
Now
did.
that would have been great if friendly fire was on, because he just would have blew Dola right up.
Just imagine how much the game would change if friendly fire was on.
It went from looking like Nightmare had the best chance to take this round, but now I'm actually going to call this for UGCC. Unless Pants on Ground.
I don't know about.
Oh, he sets them on fire, but Pernix did have fire extinguisher. Pernix just has to get behind him. I mean,
Yeah, you can't give that Death Star's backside like that.
oh, he gets a little bit of damage from the
Gonna
push.
come down to the reload. Oh.
Ooh. Wow.
And
Close
Pernix
game,
survives
guys.
on a sliver of health to take round 1 for UGCC. Great match. That went back and forth. You want to call out damage here, Beaver?
Let's see. Alright, the Fishman coming in with 2,400. Sediment Dig coming in with 27. Enraged Tanker with 23. And Swift with a massive 5,200 damage. GG's to him.
I think that takes the cake for
Then over
tonight.
on the, it does. I think that's, highest damage tonight.
We saw some 4,000 earlier, but I think 5,000 is the highest I've seen tonight.
Yeah, that's probably got to be the closest game of the night, too.
Jackson's telling us to liven up. Round 2, UGCC leading 1-0. They picked Ensk and won the first round on it. Let's see if they can be the first team tonight to win both sides of their map choice.
They would be the second.
The second.
Right? Did someone else win both rounds on their map there?
Well, Panda and On Your 6 split both maps. And
Wasn't it Immortals that won both on proc?
oh yes, you're right. No, they did win both on proc. You're right, but proc was DP's map pick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, so Monk, you want to call out Nightmare, and Rez, you want to call out UGCC after?
Oh yeah. Nightmare is running an E4, a Bat Chat, 2 IS7s, 2 T57 heavies, and an E100.
And UGCC is running an E4, a Bat Chat, a T57, 2 E5s, and 2 E100s. Don't know if we lost him or not, but I'll just call it out. The Bat Chat's here. Spotting each other up in the top right corner of the map, the A line. Railwing looks like he's going to peel out. And Dole is taken off as well. They're comfortable with just knowing that each other's there and leaving. Nightmare setting up.
I'm surprised I'm not seeing Dola in an E4 tonight so far.
Nightmare set up in the center block here, and UGCC's formed up to come around the corner. Dig and John McClane circling around. John McClane gets an ammo rack taken to him. Both teams slugging it out, but the first tank to go down is John McClane. Nightmare has a bit of a lead here with 1 gun advantage and 11% health. Railwing taking off on his reload. I like the way Nightmare has positioned here. But Enraged Tanker there's making pants on ground and HM8 stay honest. They can't quite come around and push for the flank.
Ooh, Enraged just gets ammo racked.
That's not good. Or UGCC.
Oh, his top just got blown off.
It's still close, but Nightmare's slowly pulling ahead. Nightmare has a lot of tanks with very little health. But UGCC just hasn't been able to take those guns out of the game. Take out Wits. But Dola and Pants both combined have very little health. HM8 coming in, he's gonna hit Dig from behind. Oh, he slips into the buildings.
He's a dead tank.
And Railwing feels really lonely right now. Oh. MVG takes a shot at him, but
Use the truck instead.
it's hard to see through all the text on this screen, but that cap timer is gonna expire before time, but
Nicely done, guys.
they take him out anyway. And there's that turret pop. I zoomed in on that at the very end. You can see that. Nightmare doing a great job there, coming out in round 2, tying it up. Splitting UGCC's map pick and going back to their map choice in a 1-1 game. Nightmare, HM8K for Nightmare coming out with a 32-24 damage, and MVG in the E100 also breaking 3,000. The rest of the team there having a pretty good damage spread, all getting mid-thousands and upwards. Whenever your team's sharing the damage load like that, it always works in your favor. UGCC, though, actually coming out with a good damage spread themselves. Cav being the only one not to break 1,000 damage. I mean, fired 4 times, but only penned once. Blocking 1950, though. And DeFish Fan leading his team with 3692. Coming out in round 3, Nightmare's chosen Sand River. 1-1 tie. Coming out of the Ensk round. Beaver, let's get that sexy voice to call out Nightmare for us.
Nightmare coming out with a 143 bat chat, 25 a Kronwagen, and a Chieftain.
And Monk, you want to call out UGCC?
UGCC is coming out with a 140, 3 bat chats, a TVP, and 2 chieftains.
And Rage Tanker going for the early spots for UGCC. Mirroring Dola on the hill there. The rest of UGCC is headed south and west, going for the dunes. Not gonna take Nightmare too long to realize that Enraged Tanker is just a decoy.
Fish taking a couple hits.
UGCC has set those chieftains up with gun depression on the hill there, and they're trying to...
Oh, that MVG is getting melted here. He needs to back up.
Oh, he is gone.
Good focus fire.
Someone set him on fire.
And Rage Tanker got set on fire too, but he must have had a kit, or a extinguisher. Nightmare rotated over here towards UGCC's spawn, and it's forced Enraged Tanker to pivot along the ridge of this dune here too, so he doesn't get shot, and he ran out of real estate to hide it behind. Goes down there. Dola gets taken out as he's caught exposed as well. Pretty close match here. UGCC is pulling ahead, but three full health tanks left for Nightmare. One very close to full health as well. So
Answer's getting double tapped.
now soaring around into him. The thing I find whenever I cover matches on Sand River is that the tanks are always so far away from each other, it's hard to get them all in frame.
And River is one of the larger maps.
GCC's going for a rip out in the dunes. They're mediums. I like the way UGCC's used their chieftains on this map here. They started them off there on the other, in the gully there on the other part of the ditch, getting good good hull down position. Now they've positioned here by the edge of the cap. Zach Music Box circling in behind Pernix. Is he going to have enough to take him out? Yes, he does, but Pernix takes out Pants first, though. The fish fan is going to go down. John McClane and HM8K throwing the rest of their magazines into each other. They're both going to peel away while they're reloading. In comes Wits, takes out Cav, and we are sitting with 3 tanks left apiece. Health advantage in UGCC's favor. How do you think this one's going to play out from here on, Beaver? What do you think UGCC is going to do with these bat chats?
I don't know, but 2 fully loaded bat chats with 3 very low tanks, and I've seen Dig play that bat chat. He's very good in that back chat, and I've played with Rail Wing for years. He is really good in the bat chat also.
Look
So
at
they're still in this game.
oh, I was gonna say, look at the direction all of Nightmare's players or tanks are looking. They were all looking the other direction. They did not expect to detect him on that side. Dig has just started another reload. I don't know why.
He may have loaded a small clip.
Yeah, Wits, he's probably 2 shots, and HM8K, he's probably 2 shots. Then you got Zach, that's 1 shot.
We're closing in on a minute remaining, and UGCC has split those bat
Yeah,
chats
somebody's
up.
gonna have to make a move.
I'm surprised how passively UGCC is playing this here. They must be really scared of that crane wagon.
Unless they just want to try and force the draw and replay.
Rail Wing's coming in. He's making a move. 30 seconds on the clock. Down
Yeah,
goes
here comes
one.
Dig.
Down goes HM8. Wits is the last one left. They got 10
Dig
seconds to
took that
take
low
him out.
road. I don't know. They're gonna have to make sure they get their shots in.
One.
There's one. Dig got 3 seconds. Oh, he bounces.
They take him out with 0 seconds.
Second.
Wow.
Last second.
UGCC taking it to the final second on Sand River. 2-1 lead. Oh, geez. And my internet connection just spiked. Good thing I was streaming an intermission at that point when it happened, so it didn't matter. Segmented Dig and Railwing clutching the win there between the two of them, getting 2 kills each. Very close in damage, but Dig getting just an extra 25 damage to take the lead for his team. Railwing getting 2782. Over on Nightmare's side, HM8K and the Crane Wagon getting 3200 damage, and Wits and the Chieftain pulling in right behind with 2800. Let's swap sides and see if UGCC can close this out.
Oh, you got plenty of time.
We're going into round 4 here. They split 1 game apiece on Ensk. UGCC took the first round on Sand River. They're seeing if they can close it out on Sand River here in round 4. Cav Ranger coming out with an Object 140. Enraged, Segmented Dig, and Railwing all pulling bat chats. John McClane in a TVP 5051. Fishfan and Pernix the Swift in Chieftains. Monk, you want to call out Nightmare?
Yeah, Nightmare, they're pulling out an OBJ 140, 2 bat chats, an IS-7, an E5, a Kronbogen, and a Chieftain.
Nightmare going straight down the one line. They're heading to the dunes, and UGCC doing the same thing from basically the same tactic they did before. They sent the Bat Chat to the center. Nothing from the spot there, though, as they send the rest of their tanks into the dunes. So we're going to have a battle in the south. Those chieftains are positioning in the same spot they did last time. Getting hauled down on the hill. Mediums are all moving in. Which one's gonna crest this dune first? Escape's on fire. No extinguisher either.
That's what you get for running food, bud.
Got a dinghy getting focused. John McClane gets a jump shot, takes him out.
If I run food, I
they're gonna get focused.
Signature.
Man, UGCC's focus fire out here is on point.
Cav Ranger doing a jump shot, shooting Sentient Undies in the back. At the edge of the map, so can't back up any farther.
Ensk just got ammo, right?
And they take him out.
UGCC just came out fighting right here.
They don't want to go to Ghost Town. They just want to end it right now.
They don't.
Wow, this is probably the most one-sided round we've seen all night. UGCC just coming out with a fury for this round. Taking the game 3-1. Congratulations, UGCC.
GG's, guys. Like, I think that was the fastest round of the night. They weren't playing.
Dude, they came out with that focus fire on those mediums up there in the dunes, and they just hammered it down in seconds.
Dig and the Bat Chat getting 3,600 damage. Pernix the Swift and the Chieftain getting 2,671. So Dig almost getting a full 1,000 damage on top of the second place player. But after that, the rest of them sharing it pretty evenly. Over on Nightmare's side, HM8K, the only one breaking 2,000. And only Sentient Undies and Pants on Ground breaking 1,000. The rest falling short of 4 digits. So that concludes the battles for tonight. We had UGCC victorious over Nightmare, Panda victorious over On Your 6, and Immortals victorious over DP. Did I have that correct?
Mm-hmm.